China and Iran have always maintained a good military cooperation relationship. Although Iran has been restricted by international sanctions over the past few decades, China's military exchanges with Iran have been maintained. While the United States, Britain and Australia set up groups to target China, Japan, the war dog that the United States had been raising for a long time since the end of World War II, also began to show its fangs to China. The Japanese government openly declared that Diaoyu Islands are Japanese territory, Taiwan's affairs are Japan's affairs, and its tough response to China will return a ship to a ship. The situation has become clearer. The United States has initially established an Asia-Pacific military group against China. Its core members are the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia and Japan. Mountains and rain are coming and the wind is overwhelming. China does not seek war, but the pace of war is getting closer and closer. With sufficient preparations for war, should China also consider adopting some unconventional methods to meet the challenge? Since the United States can openly violate the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Agreement and provide Australia with nuclear submarines and their technology, can't China sell advanced weapons to Iran? The game between China and the United States is getting stronger and stronger, and it has begun to show a trend of grouping confrontation. Will the Third World War break out? According to information on the website of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs on September 17, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi met with Iranian Foreign Minister Abdullah Shian in Dushanbe, the capital of Tajikistan, on the 16th. Wang Yi said that after President Raisi took office, the China-Iran Comprehensive Strategic Partnership has continued to maintain a high level. China firmly supports the new Iranian government's struggle to safeguard sovereignty and oppose hegemony, and supports Iran to become a full member of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. He is willing to strengthen cooperation in regional and international affairs with Iran. China and Iran have always maintained a good military cooperation relationship. Although Iran has been restricted by international sanctions over the past few decades, China's military exchanges with Iran have been maintained. In addition, China and Iran also have extensive cooperation in the fields of economy and energy, which further promotes the development of military cooperation between the two sides. Recently, Iran suddenly announced that it had abandoned the multi-billion-dollar Russian Su-35 fighter jet order. This move has attracted widespread attention. At the same time, China's J-16 foreign trade export has gradually become clear, which seems to provide China with a new idea of export fighter. In the international military trade market, the competition of various fighters is becoming more and more fierce, and countries are more cautious when choosing fighters. Iran's abandonment of the Su-35 order has provided China with a new idea for exporting fighter jets. The performance of China's J-16 fighter has been significantly improved after modernization and upgrading, and it has a strong beyond visual range air combat capability and precision strike capability. J-16 adopts electronic scanning phased array radar, which can track multiple targets at the same time, and has advanced combat system. As one of the important military forces in the Middle East, Iran has always shown a strong interest in advanced military equipment. Recently, it has been reported that Iran has expressed a strong willingness to purchase China's J-16 fighter jets. To understand the reasons behind Iran's interest in the J-16, we first need to understand China's export policy. As one of the world's largest arms exporters, China has been actively promoting its military equipment to the international market. China's export policy focuses on joint development with partners, and attracts foreign customers through technology transfer and preferential terms. The J-16 fighter is a fourth-generation multi-purpose fighter independently developed by China, with excellent air combat, ground attack and electronic warfare capabilities. It adopts advanced airborne radar system, navigation system and weapon control system, and has high maneuverability and stealth capability. The J-16 fighter has excellent performance in comprehensive combat capabilities and can adapt to complex and changeable combat environments. China and Iran have always maintained a good military cooperation relationship. Although Iran has been restricted by international sanctions over the past few decades, China's military exchanges with Iran have been maintained. In addition, China and Iran also have extensive cooperation in the fields of economy and energy, which further promotes the development of military cooperation between the two sides. If Iran succeeds in purchasing J-16 fighter jets, it will have a profound impact on the military balance in the region. Iran has advanced fighter jets that can enhance its air defense and ground attack capabilities and improve the overall defense level. Iran's interest in the J-16 fighter jet has aroused widespread concern from the international community. Some countries have expressed concern about this, believing that Iran will use this advanced equipment to expand its regional influence. However, there are also views that Iran has the right to purchase the military equipment it needs and emphasizes the legitimacy of China in exporting arms. Since Iran has been restricted by international sanctions for a long time, the modernization of its military equipment is relatively lagging behind. Although China is willing to export J-16 fighter jets to Iran, its success depends on the lifting of international sanctions and export restrictions. Currently, the international community is divided on lifting restrictions on Iran. In the international military trade market, the competition for fighter jets is very fierce, and countries are more cautious in choosing fighter jets that suit their needs. China needs to further increase the international influence of its fighter jets. In addition to technical performance, the maintainability of fighter jets, the supply of repair parts, and the construction of training facilities are all important factors affecting exports. In addition, actively participating in international military cooperation and providing services such as technical support and training can also increase the international recognition of Chinese fighter jets. The reasons behind Iran's abandonment of Russia's Su-35 fighter jet order reveal the complexity of fighter jet selection in the international military trade market. At the same time, the export of China's J-16 fighter jets has gradually become clear, providing China with a new opportunity to increase the international influence of Chinese fighter jets. It is necessary to make greater efforts in terms of technical performance, maintainability, and supporting facilities, while actively participating in international cooperation and strengthening technical support and training. Through these efforts, Chinese fighter jets are expected to achieve greater success in the international market and expand their international influence.